All right, here we are, guys. It is the first Tuesday. I had to think about that for a second. The first Tuesday of the month. It is February 7th. We are 7 days deep into the month. It's a short month, which kind of puts the pressure on Success Club wise. There's a few less days in the month to hit it and help people, and I think it's probably why Beachbody knows what they're doing, and that's why we got Team Cup going on this month. So we'll talk about Team Cup on our separate team calls tonight. Afterwards at 9, Nicole and I both posted the links for those calls in Team Cup, so you'll be able to just jump on those. Don't Kill My Vibe and BOD. So brief announcements. So a few dates I want you guys to write down. On the 16th, it's a Thursday, I'm going to be hosting another coaching opportunity call. So this is another, I'll create another public event like we did last time. Another place for you guys to invite potential people that might be interested in coaching. So that should be the 16th at 7 p.m. Nicole will be out of town, but you know, it's a great time. If you guys have had some of you guys have had a few challengers with you for a little bit. Great time to check in with them, see how they're doing. That's how, honestly, a lot of you guys on this, everyone except Allie and Steph, you kind of count, but Allie, you definitely don't count, have been our coaches because you guys were challengers first and you fell in love with it first. So, you know, this is a great opportunity to potentially talk and invite some of your potential challengers to that. So coaching call on the 16th. We'll also be hosting our first ever team coaching sneak peek on the 22nd. That will be Nicole and I will work out the exact details of how that will be done, but I believe that will be a live Facebook event or group as well. That's going to run 3 days, the 22nd through the 24th. So Wednesday through Friday. That will be the coaching sneak peek. So that's a great way to get people on the call, and then we can invite them to join our sneak peek to learn a little bit more. And then the last announcement is on the 27th will be our next free group. Nicole and I are actually really excited about this one because it's going to be similar to our last one, except instead of food focus, we'll still provide maybe like a meal plan. We'll work out those details, but it's going to be a free ab group. So there's going to be different, like basically, I think what Nicole, like different kind of like ab, maybe challenges, different workouts today. So that should be really fun as we're coming into March, we're coming into spring. So I'm really excited to promote that for everybody. So those are the dates you guys need to know about. Other than that, those are kind of really all you need to work on. I know you guys are working on your challenge groups and getting ready for that. I see you're posting your invites and you guys are doing fabulous. So keep up the good work. We'll talk about, like I said, in the Team Cup call, we'll talk a little bit more about strategizing for goals. So because I have to be mindful of time so I don't go over 9 o'clock, let's jump in. Sorry, I was just making sure I have my clock here. So tonight's call is about sharing at the coaching opportunity, which I actually think is kind of good timing given that we have some coaching events this month. And honestly, this is actually the rhythm that Nicole and I are going to be in every month from now on. We always want to have, Nicole and I will be in charge of creating it, but we want to always be inviting to a coaching call and a coaching sneak peek. And this is something that, we'll be completely honest, this scares the crap out of Nicole and I. It pushes us out of our comfort zone to say, hey, every month as a coach, I'm going to be hosting a coaching call. I'm not saying that on Facebook, but I'm like telling you guys that, and kind of is like, man, that's a big thing that we both have to commit to. And I'm saying it that we're nervous too, but that's why I want to talk about this on the call tonight, is because I know that if we feel this way, I know you guys are feeling this way. We got some brand new, like, baby face coaches on the call tonight. They're like, what? You want me to talk about coaching now? I'm working out and I'm trying to learn that. So, but we want to kind of debunk some of these myths and fears now, because honestly, these things can get embedded early on and then make us never want to invite to them. So, so sharing and talking about the coaching opportunity. So let me go back a little bit and talk about when I first became a coach. Much like a lot of you guys on this call now, And one of the things I even posted in the team base today was like, first and foremost, you need to, in order to be successful in this business, you have to be focusing on your journey, meaning that you have to fill your cup before you can fill anybody else's. So that means committing to your program 100%, drinking your shake, doing your workout, following your meal plan, sharing that publicly, sharing that with your challengers, being involved in your challenge group, and that kind of thing, right? So that's still what I want all of our new coaches to be focused on, and even our more veteran coaches, whatever you want to call that, more experienced, whatever. That is still the number one priority, you know, and if you're not finished through training, still be focusing on your training, whatever. That is still the number one priority. And even when I've told you guys about what to post about, share your journey. Just share your journey. So if you're a brand new coach in this call, I'm not necessarily, hey, your post tomorrow morning should be about coaching. I'm not really directly saying that, because I think you need to share about your journey first. There's Riley. That's funny. Sorry. I guess I'm just going to hang out with us. Sorry. You need to be able to share about your journey first before you can kind of generate more coaching interests. But that doesn't mean that like, oh, okay, well, maybe in 6 months to a year, I'll share about coaching. Like, don't get that. Don't start to put frames in your mind about that, because honestly, that's because I never shared very publicly about what coaching was or what it meant to me or what I was doing, is what kept a lot of people from not wanting to become coaches with me. So the example I want to give, and she's not on the call tonight because it'd be really funny if she was, and some of you guys have heard this story. So this time last year, I'd been a coach for about 6 months, and Loretta had actually just started with me. I had a few new coaches that just started on training, but Julie has become a brand new challenger of mine. And I'll never forget this, because it was around this time, it was around February, March-ish, and I don't know what came over me. I guess I was just feeling really good as a new year. I started posting about coaching. You guys have probably seen some of my posts. I post a lot about join my challenge group. Look at me drinking my shake. Here's my workout. You guys, you've seen my posts, right? I talk majority of my posts are about my journey in joining my challenge group. And what I started doing around this time last year is I started talking about, hey, join my team. Become a coach with me. And I started talking about what I did as a coach, and I started talking about the value of what it's like to be on this team. Or at that time, I wasn't running team calls. Loretta knows these days. We were on my upline on Glow Diggers calls, and I talked about the value of what it was like to be on these team calls and feel like, you know, we talk about what it's like to be in the community of a challenge group, what they think is so important. But we don't talk a lot about this. We don't talk a lot about how cool it is that we get to see each other once a week. And a lot of you guys have not even met each other. Christine, I've never even met you in person. I'm assuming you exist, you know, and, you know, so what I want to kind of give you guys some tips, because this is not something that comes easy to me. I don't think it comes easy to Nicole. I don't think it comes easy to really anybody on this team to talk about coaching. And so one thing I want to talk about is how to breadcrumb, if you may. Okay. So, because sometimes coming out there and just doing this big post about how amazing our team is and how amazing coaching is, and oh my gosh, you can make this amount of money, and oh my God, Rachel Khalil did it, Maggie did it, we can all do it, right? Sometimes doing a long ass, you know, you can do it post join my team is overwhelming to people, and they need little snapshots of how it fits into your life in order for them to actually conceptualize how it could fit into their life. Does anybody see this struggle that's going on right now? Anyways, so that's what we mean by breadcrumb is you need to show them little snapshots that they can it's like a little snack, like a little snack that they can digest, think about. And I don't know why it took me until I think this is what I started doing last month. So for instance, you guys know that I get up early in the morning, and I typically do my power hour, I work out, get on with my day. What I started doing last month was when instead of my first post of the day was usually around 7 or 8 a.m., I started putting a post by around 5 or 6, which generally, if Facebook's algorithms don't generate as many likes and shares at that time of day, but I was still posting because what I was doing, I was saying like, hey, here's a selfie of me, like with my, sorry, where's my notebook? Me and my notebook, I'm about to do some business work. And I wasn't talking about like, hey, join my team. I wasn't talking about how amazing you guys were. Guess I didn't care. I'm just kidding. I wasn't like saying this is how much money you can make. I was saying, hey, look at me. I work full time and I have a husband and a family and a dog, but I also sit here and I grind this out. And so I started kind of doing that, and I don't necessarily do that every single day. Like I didn't do it today. Well, that's a lie. Actually, you guys maybe you caught it before your one-on-ones. There was like the picture of me like I look so stupid. Like I literally look ridiculous. But a picture of me, I said like I'm double fisting to fuel up before my one-on-ones. And that was just my way of saying, hey, this is part of my day. This is part of my week. This is what I commit to, and this is what I love, and I love getting to talk one-on-one. And again, nowhere in there was like, hey, join my team. Like, oh my God, this is freaking amazing. But I'm breadcrumbing. And my goal is to do this. In my mind, I'm like, once a day would be great. But like, my goal is at least like 3 to 4 times a week to talk about coaching in some way. And, you know, and I think what held me back, and Nicole can share some of this too, what held me back from sharing and talking about coaching was feeling like I couldn't share this opportunity because I wasn't successful enough. Like I wasn't Rachel or Maggie. And that's hard because we just had Maggie and Rachel on these calls, to feel like this would be an opportunity somebody would want to join because I wasn't successful enough. I didn't like have this ginormous income. You know, so why would somebody want to join me? Which is crazy because here we are, and look at this team call. You know, I want to particularly point out like Allie and Stephanie, who like just, I don't know, joined on a whim, was like, hey, I want to do this. And then there's those of you that have been with me, and Loretta specifically has been with me for over a year now. You know, you guys have joined for your own reasons, you know, for your own, to be accountable to your health and fitness and your whys and stuff like that. And it's not always about how successful you are right now in this moment and feeling insecure about that. It's about knowing why you joined and what this could bring to somebody else. I had to stop those fears and stuff and let that go and say, guys, if I was covering my cost of Shakeology ever since I joined, like, could $150 make a difference to somebody? Like, hell yeah, that could. You know, especially if that was covering my cost of Shakeology, that was changing my nutrition, changing my life, changing my health and fitness, helped me lose over 20 pounds. Do you think that could change somebody else's life? Yeah. You know, and as I continued to work, and what made it hard for me, too, was I was watching a lot of coaches like Maggie. I call it like in my cohort, you know, like Maggie was one of those people. Kelly McKinnon was one of these people. I was watching all these people that started around the same time as me have more success. They were getting further along in rank. They were getting further along in income. Their teams were growing bigger and faster. And I was like, man, well, I'm not where they are. Like, how the heck can I share about coaching? Because why would somebody want to join me? I'm not that successful. And you have to bring it back to basics about like, what is it about this team? What is it about coaching that made you want to join? Like, what did you tell me? What did you tell Nicole? What is it that made you want to become a coach? Because that's the reason somebody else wants to join you. And that's the reason why you're going to grow your own team one day, that you're going to host your own team calls one day, because you have to connect it back to your why. And that's why I had you guys do those whys. And that's why it's so long and detailed, because it's not just about your own health and fitness anymore. You have to think about somebody else, you know? I also had to realize when someone was giving me pushback with Shakeology, you know, every now and I don't always, not that I don't always offer it from the get-go, but I still say, hey, you know, if you're worried, I don't phrase it this way. I'm sorry, I'm not thinking good on the fly at the moment, but you can offer the coaching opportunity to them from the get-go. That's what my coach did for me. That's what Nicole's coach did. That's exactly how we both got started. That's how Allie got started. Actually, I don't think I asked you. I think you told me that's what you wanted to do. For something like that, where money was an issue and coaching was a solution. Coaching was my solution to the problem. And not only was it the solution to my financial problem, coaching became my solution for my health and fitness problem, my financial problem. And honestly, it's given me a greater purpose for what I do in life. And I know that sounds crazy cliche, but Nicole, I feel like you do a really great job speaking to that when it comes to like community and what it brings.
Yeah. So a few things, I was taking some notes because a few things you said struck a chord with me. First, I have to tell you guys, so this has always been a struggle for me, like sharing the coaching opportunity. I'm way better at posting obnoxious pictures of myself and pictures of my dog when I don't know what else to post. So to share about the coaching opportunity has been a struggle, and I've really tried over the past couple of months to get better. But I will tell you, a few days ago, I got a message, honest to God, that hit me like a ton of bricks from someone. So I'd been chatting with them back and forth, and then she was like a little bit hesitant about signing up. And I was like, oh, like, can I ask what your hesitation is? Like, how can I ease that concern for you? And she goes, well, can you help me again? What is it that you do? Is it Beachbody? And I was like, holy shit, this girl is liking all of my posts, but she still has no idea that I'm a Beachbody coach. Like, literally had no idea. For all she knew, I was like selling Weight Watchers or something. I don't know. So that hit me like a ton of bricks, and I was like, I really need to be better about, and I hate to pepper the word Beachbody into my posts. It just feels icky to me, but clearly it's necessary in some posts, not all of them, but it's necessary. Like, even for the health bet, I was like, oh, sign up for the health bet, but I never threw the word Beachbody in there. Like, we have to be doing that because we have to promote what we believe. And Beachbody isn't just a company, it's principles, and it's, all of these things that we're trying to offer to people. Community is a huge thing for me, and it's why I signed up. And so as Claire was talking and she was saying, I can't relate to Rachel and I can't relate to Kelly and all of these people because they're successful and they're sharing their success with everybody else. And maybe you don't have that financial success or that physical success, or your nutrition's still poor. That's okay, because you're only going to be as successful as you believe. No one else knows what your bank account looks like. So what you're sharing on social media is what you're choosing to share. And I'm not telling you to fabricate anything by any means, but your success is a result of your efforts. So if you're busting your ass every single day, that doesn't have to equate to a dollar amount, but you can share your journey along the way. So that's one thing that I'm challenging myself to do. And keep me honest, guys. Like, if you see something on my social media and you're like, ugh, she probably could have weaved Beachbody in there a little bit better, hit me out, like, call me out on it. I'd be happy to like hear that feedback so that I can be better. And I challenge you guys to do the same. So like Claire said, a lot of you are new, so you don't want to blast Beachbody all over your news feed, but definitely find ways to incorporate what makes you happy about being here, because that's what's going to intrigue other people, and they're going to want to be here too. And the only other thing, or two things. So one, relating it back to a solution. So like trying to gauge your audience is something that I've really tried to work hard at, and looking at the people that are liking my things or sending me messages and saying like, thanks for posting that. That really related to me. What are those people like? And trying to gauge my posts to like fit what their problem is. And sometimes that's community, but sometimes it's money. So like you have to try to relate it back to that. And the only other thing, so once you guys have team pages of your own, you're going to want to assess whether or not you're adding every single person that signs up as a coach, whether it's just for the discount or not, to that team page. I'll be honest with you, initially, and for the girls on my team who are going to listen to this recording that aren't on this call, some of them are discount coaches, and they've started listening to team calls when they can't make it. And I would have never thought that they would even care, right? I thought they were just in it to save a few bucks. So just something to think about. You never know who you're going to inspire with this type of content. So as you start to grow in your business, think about who you're engaging with and what content you're sharing with those people, because you might strike a chord that you didn't intend to strike. So just keep an open mind about that. That's all I had.
Yeah. No, and I love that, and that's why don't be afraid to ask your challengers about coaching. I always thought that I would need to like wait for like one of my challengers to lose like 40 pounds before I ever asked them to be a coach. Like, guys, for our last coaching call, I asked like 3 of my brand new January challengers, Stephanie's one of them, about coaching, to join the coaching call. And I had at least 3 of them hop on, and Steph's one of them. And it's really awesome. And, you know, some of them were still interested, and they gave me the, not right now kind of thing. But that doesn't mean that that's no forever, or, you know, that's completely like, that's a rejection of me. That, oh my God, they hate coaching, they would never do it, you know? But some of your best coaches that are going to join your team one day are going to come from your challengers. And that's a whole new thing.
Christine.
Yes. Yeah, Christine, Loretta, Caroline, Meredith. I mean, all of you guys, like, really, like, that's where they come from. And that we'll probably need to do a whole separate call about running sick-ass challenge group. Well, you kind of already did, actually. I think we'll probably do another one. But before we have 5 more minutes, wrap up, I had a point that I was going to make about, just, sharing and kind of breadcrumbing in is, this is my tip, was that even like talking about, hey, like, I'm going to say this, and then all of you guys are going to do this after the call, but like talking about, hey, I had an awesome team call with like my girls tonight, and every now and then I've done like screenshots, like, with the computer, and like share that, like, and talking about how awesome it is, like, for us to all work together. Nicole and I like post a lot about like each other on our social media too. I post a lot about you guys, sharing our team, and so like I said, sometimes it's just talking about the community that we are, the inspiration that we feel from each other.
Caroline, you got to give a girl a heads up.
Hopefully it has Riley's butt in it. That would be great.
I'm going to be the girl that's like,
I know. Well,
in that screenshot.
I've seen your cat like running around back there, and I'm like, I'm so flea brain tonight. Like, seriously.
Oh.
Can we just have a pet team call one night? Would that be awesome?
Is it Janice? Is that the cat's name?
So cute. Oh my God. Last announcement. If you guys hadn't, Nicole, I don't think I told you what I was doing with my team page, but make sure, if you guys want to be a part of the Secret Valentines, please post your name on the post yesterday, so that I'm going to create a little like chart so that we can all send each other Secret Valentines. Wouldn't that be cute? That'd be so fun. You don't have to do like an actual gift, but it could be like, a homemade card or something. Or maybe if you're lucky, I'll just send you Riley, get him out of my house for a little bit.
Aww.
All right, any questions, guys? Any thoughts, fears, concerns? Oh my God, I'm never going to post about coaching ever. Is that anyone?
I was taking screenshots, and I'm like, gonna be so awkward.
I already took it. I like feel like I don't know how to.
Ready, go. I'm ready.
All right, can someone take a good one? Who knows how to do this?
Wait,
What?
is there a way to do it?
Yeah, you just use your snipping tool.
Oh, I don't have that on my laptop.
What's a snipping tool?
Oh, it's fantastic.
What's a snipping tool?
What?
Does that work? It's amazing.
Wait. I don't know. I'm on Richard's computer. I don't know how to do this.
I just typed it to look up, and it came up in the dictionary app came on.
Oh. All right, hold on. Now I want to do one. This looks stupid. All right. Everyone smile. Wait, hold on. Actually, Okay. 1, 2. No, it's on Flash. Don't do that. Hold on. Is it just going to be on Flash?
This is getting more awkward by the second.
Hold on.
Everyone's fluffing up their hair.
No, mine it cannot be fluffed. Like, we're talking like, there's so much cortiforce in this hair right now. It's like crunchy right here. It is,
Ew.
I know. That's why your state's away from me, Nicole. Okay. That's better. All right. 1, 2, 3. All right. Maybe that was good.
Whew, my cheeks hurt from smiling for so long.
Oh, that's actually really cute. Oh, fun. All right, awesome, guys. Well, I hope this helps. We'll probably continue to bring this topic up a little bit more as the year goes on. We just kind of wanted to start breaking the ice about it because I personally know how hard it is. But like I said, all of a sudden transferring my mind from, oh my God, I have to post about coaching to breadcrumbing, just literally just talking about what I do, like saying, hey, I'm sitting down like to do some of my business work after a long day or whatever, just breaking up into smaller pieces, sharing your journey, just all, like I said, all it just goes back to sharing your journey. So I think at this point we go break, go to Team Cup stuff. Yep.
Yeah.
Go team. All right.
Well, bye, guys.
So great seeing you guys. I'm going to post the recording in the team page, and I will see my team soon. All right. Bye, guys.